dying down, right?
Yeah, you know, Mary, I'd say we've seen the worst of the system, but the leftover's not going to be great either because could have some refreeze tomorrow morning. That's always not fun to drive on. And on top of that, we have seen about 2/10 of an inch of ice in places not too far from Bel Air, all the way down just north and northwest of the city, kind of in this transition zone. There's been some freezing rain. So keep in mind that although it's not widespread power outages or anything like that, driving on any ice is always a problem, even if it's just a trace. Now, here in Baltimore, it's rain for now. But I do want to call your attention to this snow that's north and west of Eldersburg, at least showing up here on the radar. And our very own Riel Creighton's been up kind of that way toward Westminster. And she said, and you can actually see this pink line kind of right here near Dayton. If you pay attention closely, yes, it's slowly sinking back south. So eventually, I think that we're going to have on the back end of this a period of snow for most folks from Baltimore City points north, and may come down a little bit of a burst. You see some of these snow totals, at least the hourly ranges, running about a trace to an inch an hour on the precipitation rate here. So you could maybe pick up a slushy coat, or maybe even especially north, there could be an additional inch here or there. And on top of any freezing rain that may have fallen and refreeze, that could lead to some issues on the very early morning commute if you do have to head out right around sunrise. Now, temperatures on the roads, this is an exclusive element that we have here on our Fox 45 weather system and our Fox 45 HD radar. You can see here Baltimore south and east, those road temperatures are above freezing or really close to freezing. Road salt works very well at these temperatures, but you go up here toward Green Valley, Gaithersburg, Westminster, Bel Air, up to Elkton. That's where those road temperatures, and some of them are still covered by snow, are only down in the low and mid 20s. So easily getting some more icy and snowpack conditions as you head into this winter storm warning area. And that's why that winter storm warning lasts till the wee hours of tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. Even here in the city, there potentially, with the city's temperatures dipping to close to freezing, could be some refreezing as well. That winter weather advisory in the purple lasting until 1 a.m. early Thursday morning. We'll have to see if it gets extended late night tonight. Either case, right now, Mile 1 Towson, there's rain falling, and here in Towson as well as down at BWI, where our official reading is coming from, it's above freezing. 35 there, winds out of the north at 9, dew points now at 33. We've had some wind chills actually down in the mid to upper 20s out of this. The good news is for tomorrow, the drier air around the back side of this weather maker begins to push in for us, and the snow and the rain, all that mess, begins to move its way up toward New York and New England. But again, tomorrow morning is the very end of this. So although temperatures are firmly above freezing right now with rain, look, a quick drop by about 2 a.m. to 32 here in Baltimore, 29 at Cockeysville. This is the air temperature, 25 at Westminster. And you can see there's that little snow burst coming through for a couple of hours, anywhere between about, say, 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning through about 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. So early risers, you may have to deal with some of that coming down. That's why we're going on early by a half hour on Fox 45 Morning News. You want to join Amy Aronson and Ashley Kramlich there for some team coverage on this. But as we head through about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning beyond, that's when things will begin to dry out. But the temperatures stay cold. So again, anything that's on the roads could kind of get a little bit icy and dicey. And if it looks wet, you want to kind of treat it as potential black ice. Now, 29 degrees for tonight, so rain and sleet will have an eventual after midnight, probably change back to at least a burst of snowfall. The most significant of that would be north, and it will probably only be an inch or so if you get anything out of it. Then it will end late at night. So slippery spots and black ice, that is going to be a concern. 35 for tomorrow. Still feels wintry, but we do dry out. 38 on Friday, continue chilly. Look at that weekend. If you're going to be doing some, you know, this is the last holiday weekend shopping opportunity before we hit Christmas. And you can see here as we head into Saturday and Sunday, temperature is going to be in the 40s. There could be some spotty showers, maybe even a flake there to begin on Sunday, and then a nice warm up for Monday and Tuesday. Unfortunately, just in time as we're heading toward Christmas, we're going to melt all this stuff down.